Now let's talk about our favorite thing, keeping it simple. Don't let your designer get too bogged down on details. Tell him what you want and how simple you want it. For most games, try to have a single object on the icon, maybe the main character, and that's it. Remember that the icons will be really small most of the time. Only rarely will people look at them while they are large. However, if you have a trivia app, it could be good to divide the icon into 4 quarters like I mentioned, and just put characters or images that have to do with the trivia on either all 4 quarters or only 2 opposing quarters. You should also make sure that your icon and app are consistent. What do I mean by this? Well, you want the icon to reflect what the app does, what it has. So you want the user to tap the icon and then go into something that is already kind of familiar. Having an icon that reflects the app's content will help the user remember both your app and your icon, which will increase your chance of the user coming back to play more. Finally, you should stand out from the competition. The icon should be designed exactly how you want it, since it's part of App Store optimization. So don't let your graphic designer do it the way he or she wants it. You are the one that sets the rules. And before you decide how your icon should look like, you should have a look at your competition. Look at the apps your new app will be competing against. Have a look at their icon and try to figure out what's wrong with it and ways you could make yours more appealing than theirs. A good strategy is to print 5 competitor icons, as well as yours, in a piece of paper, right? So you have the other 5 competitor icons and yours, they're all mixed. And then you just ask family, friends, and other people if they had to download one app that would do blank, which one would they download? Just by looking at the icons. Right? Don't tell them which icon is yours because then you won't get an honest answer. And after they choose one, ask them why they chose it. Try to get insight on what it is that they're looking for and thinking about. Also ask them which they think is the worst icon and why. If you do this enough times for different apps, you will end up learning a lot. Just don't spend too much time doing this. Remember, this is just one of several steps in ASO. A good way to make your app stand out on the user's home screen can be by putting a border. You never know what the background color of the user's phone is going to be, so it may be the same as your icon, so adding a border would help your app stand out. Having a gradient will also help here. In fact, Apple recommends the use of gradients instead of borders in order to keep consistency with their design in iOS 8 and now future iOS 9. But you decide which one, or if both, or if none, work best for your particular icon. Also guys, there's a good trick that you can use if you want to know what things work on icons and what not, and that is to go have a look at what gambling apps are doing, right? So by gambling apps, I mean like casino apps where you play with virtual money, not the ones that you can bet on actual current events. So, these casino apps are always trying and testing new icons to attract users since there is a ton of competition in that particular niche. So the casino apps spend tens of thousands of dollars trying to find the right icon. Now, I'm not saying copy what they are doing. I'm just saying it doesn't hurt to have a look. You could get a couple of good ideas. If you still don't know exactly what to do with your icon or you don't think your designer will do exactly what you want, you can go to Fiverr.com. In there, just search for iOS icon and you will get a huge amount of very talented people that will make an icon for you for just $5. I have not done any icons this way. I always do them through my graphic designer, but it could be a great place to go if you're having trouble with it. Finally, guys, I will also post links in the resources section of the video for the developer guidelines of both the iOS App Store and Google Play that focus mainly on icons. So, they will be there. That's the documentation in case you want to go have a read.